Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back once again to Simpleplanes, where I've been playing a little bit more with that aircraft we built the other day with the hinged wings. Now, for once, I'm actually really happy with one of my aircraft, and I've taken the time to go out of my way and paint the damn thing. So now it looks, certainly by my standards, rather nice. I like it anyway. Oh, hang on, if I mirror the colours across to the other side there. There we go. It's also been slightly rebalanced, and I've actually reduced the amount of rotation we get from the hinges, just so that we get, whilst we will get a little bit less potential in terms of how far we can adjust the wings, it will give us somewhat finer control. I've also now put 2 landing gears at the front instead of 1. Hopefully that'll balance our landings a little better, and I've added a bit of extra fuel and just generally rebalanced the thing. So, with all that said, now let's find out if it actually flies. So, wings forward. And, come on, where's the takeoff? Oh, bugger. Okay, well it wasn't taking off as fast that time. And I think I know why. You see, last time, those 2 things were in the centre, and I had a centre section extruded downwards ever so slightly. So now the front landing gears are actually higher up than the rear landing gears, which is a slight issue. However, that could be readdressed. Now, can I put retractable landing gears on the wings? No, is the short answer. Bugger. Right. So I do in fact need to lower the rear landing gears. I could do that by simply putting a different type of landing gear there. The basic retractable gear could work. What about rear landing gears? Didn't even think of those. Okay. Let me just quickly... There we go. Spray that black, make it fit in with the rest of it. And now mirror that across like so. Now hopefully those are retractable rear landing gears and that'll work just fine. So, powering up again. Wings forwards. Come on, where's this rapid takeoff we had last time? Okay, and retract. Okay. Well, not bad. So, now to see if we can actually land this. Wings forwards a bit, gain more manoeuvrability. Wings forwards a little bit more for a bit more manoeuvrability. And a bit more lift because we're sinking slightly. Okay. Let's try and land it. Yes, we did in fact take off from the small island we were trying to land on last time, so now we just need to turn around to see if we're up to the challenge of landing on it. Now switch the camera to chase view, which hopefully will give us a slightly better idea of which way the plane is going this time. Okay, landing gears extended. Engines down low. Engines down very low. Gliding in, gliding in. Come on, come on. Okay, well we've missed the runway, but we've landed without exploding, which is an improvement. A great improvement, if I do say so myself. The extra landing gears, and in fact the wider wheelbase with the rear landing gears, improves things somewhat, I must admit. Okay, let's try and take off quickly this time. Okay. And we took off before going off the cliff, which is nice. So back to the initial airport. Wings forward for tighter turn. Oh, it's somewhat unstable at that angle. Whoop, almost too far the other way. Okay, well that worked. So, once we fling it too far forwards, the wings become somewhat unstable in terms of the lift they provide. But that's fine, it's just something to bear in mind. We're still burning through fuel ridiculously quickly, but that's what putting 8 jet engines on the back of your plane will do to it. Maneuverability increase. Without moving it too far. Okay. And careful aim. Power down. Power right down. Engage air brakes. And there we go. Oh, much more successful. Much more successful. I'm really feeling like this plane can do useful things, unlike most of my other creations. This plane is actually astoundingly good at being a plane, which is unusual for anything I've created. Okay, time to take off again. Let's see just how maneuverable it is. Oh boy. That was a much shorter takeoff, but it went fairly well. Okay, we're now going straight up. We could do with less of that, so let's put the wings back a bit because it makes it nosedive a little faster. And very quickly hit 13,000 feet then. I feel like with a bit more practice, this could be a damn good aircraft for completing a lot of the challenges with. Oh, something else added in the updates. Lots of new places. And this appears to be accidentally somewhere I hadn't discovered yet. So, let's see if we can land on it without running out of fuel. Because we're already getting shockingly close to being out of fuel. I think I can see a landing strip there. Okay, landing gear out. Power down, wings forwards. Not that far forwards. Not that far back. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. Not quite, but location discovered. Not bad. So, having discovered new locations, we can actually launch from them. Now, considering it's called itself Gold Prix, so it seems to be some sort of racing location, which in itself is rather exciting. So, let's quickly save our final modifications to this aircraft. And I'm going to load up something ground-based. Let's go, in fact, for the stock one, just to test it out. The little bugger, which is the stock with the cars update. Now I can change my launch location to Gold Prix at Sky Park City. Now this is interesting. Full-on racing track. Oh, camera view. Okay. Oh dear. Right, restart that. Now, I must admit, one of the really cool things about the cockpit view in this is that, cleverly, they've added a hinge rotator here and tiny sections of fuselage to build a steering wheel inside the vehicle. Which is great, frankly. Okay, so how well can we do with the little bugger? Oh! It's taking the corners quite hard to slide. Location discovered, jump zone. Oh, so this is a whole... There's lots of different launch locations within this. Oh! Off the track. Okay, let's restart and I'll try again on chase view. Because it's actually much easier to control these cars from the third person perspective than it is from the first person perspective. Oh! I say that and then immediately fall off the track. Well, it was worth a try. Okay, let's give it another quick go. Slow right down for the corner. Too much. Okay, and a bit of forwards on it. Can't stay on the track. No. Well, all things considered, at least it looks a very interesting place. I'm not particularly adept at controlling the little bugger stock car, so I'll see if maybe I can build something that I prefer driving and go from there. But this is an interesting new discovery, which I shall have to explore at length at a slightly later date. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for joining me in this somewhat shorter than usual Simpleplanes adventure. And I shall see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.